Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Imperator Invictus Yaudheya here on the Lord Master channel, in which I came to the realization that I think this next episode that we're on here, and as well as the next couple, maybe most of the first half of the series is going to be formulaic, where, some of that could get a little bit repetitive in the sense of continue to make investments if we have the money. And if we have the free provincial investments, which you can get that easily through terms, you just need every time. And just invest, especially in the capital province of Kuru, in which I thought about, well, not only how to better ourselves economically, but the good news for all that is that we no longer have a bad research ratio, as it's 27 compared to, like, what, 12 at the beginning of the previous episode, because we build libraries and populations are being promoted and all that, so we're starting to move into the right direction. And there's this research efficiency, as you can see. But anyways, we aren't here to talk about innovations. We're here to talk about the moment of war. Because lately, we've been doing a lot of looting. The looting of cities. And we're kind of, becoming a bit concerned about this one that's from down there, but hey, since he's away, perhaps a few more cities to loot? I mean, obviously, should be doing that a lot, and it's early during my term, and I have the popularity, and since we have negative political influence, I might as well use that scheme to influence it. Don't need the wealth right now, I can get it all by looting. So we're going to need some more of that influence to get it out of the negative political influence. Though I'm a tad bit corrupt, but it'll be fine. Which, let's be honest, I was originally, for that, and I mentioned about investments. We should focus on that to go pick up a free province investment. We should do that each and every time. If I were to bestow it, I'd be increasing corruption. Religious complexes sounds good to me, if that's what you want. Because having another city building slot would be good, because I thought about this idea where as we invest again, we should spend the money on fortresses. Yes, fortresses, because I want high level fortresses in case of this eventual thing that may happen one day where we decide, okay, we're no longer loyal to the Morians, so to defend our land against this giant potential entity, against this giant there, then we should, like they try to get them to there, and they'll have a hard time, dealing with all that. And of course, the back door is also a bit precarious. Once it's no longer this low, I can finally start building a fortress there so we can protect our rear. And as well as eventually, go to war against Parava to take Sakala, which that is also a notable place, as it is a trade hub here. But speaking of trade, that's something I never really had a chance to look up in regards to regional trade. We have Saraswata over there. That's a trade center. Further in the Mauryan Empire. While in Gandhara, we got Textula and that's up there. Not the shadow from there. And Malia over there. That's just something that we should look at in the far future. But remember, Mauryan Civil War continues. They're under low enthusiasm. Keep at it. While I think the looting should continue. I think we should not engage with them yet until they get their act together. So yes, let's continue. Loot this, loot that, loot that, loot this. And I don't know about the situation over there, but we probably may have to go over there as well because why the hell not? Anything that would be good for the wealth in case we want to build some things. That would be good for us. Enclosure is for livestock. That's what that's for. Wild game to be built here in the future. And whenever the province is no longer destroyed, we can start making some investments there. Not to mention invest in Kuru province as well. Because I want to build fortresses here. Lots of them. Want to be heavily defended. For the part of our future. So you have the numbers, you'll take them on. Stay put. Whatever they'll do to you, I'm sure you can deal with it. I'm laughing my head off. Because we're just using this civil war as war profiteering. That's what we are, we're war profiteers. That's neutral. Here we go again. Battle up there. Moria's losing. Look, I could do something about that, but we're busy war profiteering. I could become cruel, but I like my charisma. So, said we'll continue to let the men roam freely, thus making my popularity at an all-time high. Oh no, they're taking care of that. They'll take other stuff. What's is Palada at war with the? Yeah, they're at war with this other entity here. They want a piece of that territory. These are Malakas. They're a settled tribe. I don't know if that'll drive them to down there. here. We can come back and loot again if we want to, but this is going to be their concern now. We'll just continue to do our part with sacking those cities and get the wealth. They're going to get Strata. Not terribly worried right now. Unless they head to my territory, then I'll become concerned. I could come back and loot it again, but I'd be beating a dead horse at that point. One more over there. You probably want to get moving. Like to us. So, again, the first fort uses 3 points of each, subsequent fort uses 1. We currently use 3 out of 4 points in the state boroughs of Kuru. Exceeding this limit is possible, but comes at great expense. Keep that well in mind. Fortresses will be going up there. That's for future conflicts, in case, war comes to home. That's what I envision. The provincial officials of Trikata report that the district has seen an unprecedented harvest this year, with great jubilations for Parvati being held in settlements large and small. These extra, unexpected revenues could help bolster the food reserves of the province. But then again, such a gift from the gods is surely intended to benefit the entire Yaudheya people. Yaudheya. Yes, we need their loyalty. People of Yaudheya needed more, because I've been wanting to invest them for some time. Like farming settlements here. Enclosure there. Farming settlement there. Yeah. We kind of get the idea now. Fatted oligarchs dominate the Yaudheyan Sangha. Now move to bring motion to see the public lands granted to the most notable members of the nobility, as if the benches did not already creak under the weight of their avarice. Only our Maharaja Senapati has the power to block the bill by invoking his power of veto. Well, these are much deserved rewards, so every head of the family will receive a holding, and their loyalty. Give them what they want. Gold. army, Commander. Alright, since they're heading down this way to deal with this matter. Well, come over here. Meet up here in Ayanakagraha. Let's get together. So that way we need to come up here and deal with this, since it looks like they're heading to our direction. Just rather concerning to me. We've done enough looting, and all these buildings will help improve ourselves in our land. Come on, you slowpoke elephants. I mean, of course I see a city over there, tempting as it is. Actually, you keep going over there while we get a move on to Anna. They're about to beat him. Danger averted. No, they're gonna occupy it. No commanded means you lose. While over there near the Magda region, dealing with opposition over there. It done create a hell of a mess over there. So I guess Palada may expand, but they can't win unless they are connected to there. They need to take the capital in order to win. And to grab whatever's left of them are in opposition now. Over in, what is this region? The Avanti region. The Seleucid Empire has declared war against Moria. The Seleucid Mauryan War. Take Parapamisada. Oh, wanted to take advantage of the situation. That area is over there. They gave it to the Morians in the treaty, and now the Seleucids say that they want those back, and more. That's a cause for concern, you know. And we would be quite far away from the comforts of home to try to do some looting and profiteering there. But I think very soon we will defeat the opposition, and then we'll band together and defeat the Greeks, defeat the Yavana, which is a Sanskrit term for Greek, I believe. But again, they're no danger to our immediate borders, but certainly on the western front, over the lands of the Hindu Kush and into Kanara, that would be of serious concern, because I don't think they'll stop at Masada. They'll likely take this and parts of it, knowing that they are big, aggressive expansions, that they're going to want all of that. Bactria is part of this too, as is Parthia, Tylos, and Persis. That is a major war. all need to take care of this mess soon. If you don't, then we'd be in serious trouble. And speaking of trouble, we're all out of food, so we have to withdraw. Head back to Kuru, where there's plenty of food for all of us. Can't go to war without an empty stomach now, can we? Just in case. Oh, they're already over there. Who knows who else is going to take advantage of this? Maybe Samatata could also take advantage of it, like fighting to take Anga or something. On behalf of the pious, go to Siva has come to us, indicating that the priests and holy ones involved in tending to the faithful are finding that the long hours of observance particularly taxing. He proposed that in return to support the senators, he could sway the institute policy of shortened working hours for priests. We should take care of the faithful. I don't mind. As long as we have sky-high approval of the Senate. Here comes the innovations. And there'll be another one short soon enough. Since you're kind of research intensive these days, you should go down this way. You get an import route and export value increase, knowing that we'll be exporting more trade goods somewhere since we've built these similar buildings to improve ourselves and such. So this next innovation is going to go for embracing philosophy. That also sounds like a pretty good idea too. The world port by having Indraprastha, making it look like it's a center of trade or something. But more happiness and research is always excellent. And improved efficiency, which has already been improving a lot more than it was earlier. Okay, what do we need? So looking for the benefits of surplus. Dates. And we got them back. Increasing the comms. They've already taken their objective, but they're not going to stop there. They're probably going to be knocking on our doors soon. That's why we're building this fortress sooner rather than later. Get your food, everybody. We had our fun. Because they're not going to face any opposition on the way. So that means they're going to expand big time. local tax, increased population capacity, more imports. Sounds good. And when are we going to get this? In 2 years' time. This can wait. Get this. Indraprastha. I mean, since we're going to be largely a land country, so to speak. This place is going to be our world port. The great city along the Yamuna. That's what I see. So farmland, warm climate, next to a major river. As much as we like Rotak, but one would think that this would be our largest city here. But compare that to Hastinapura. Wait, they're in fact similar. Hastinapura is more civilized than this one. Because it has the homes of Hastinapura. Whereas it does share the same, you know, again, it's all in the capital province. And we can hold more food if we can, especially during the winter time. But I sometimes wish this would be part of our land too, with all that good grain there. These two would love it to come to us, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. But we got a lot of livestock ready to be exported if need be. But Indraprastha is the place to be. Increased local tax, population capacity, and 2 more capital import routes, so whatever we need. We have lots of archers, so go get them for archers' discipline. Got nothing we can do much about that area. Just gather your food and then, again, it's unlikely we'll be able to engage the enemy over there. Knowing they got superior generals. Guess some of them will be committed. That's Ashoka himself. Some of them are going to be committed to fighting against them, but I would advise against that. Our civilian's pretty good for the time being, so instead, free money. Use that to invest. Farming settlement here. Okay, at least some of them are taking care of them on that front line over there. Also, those are mercenaries. Zhangzhuang mercenaries. Barbarian invasion. Yep, they're coming down. Likely heading to areas that they would be taking provincial capitals. Yep, they're becoming committed to there. Should we commit? Dysentery. Get to there now. Factory's gone far ahead. Near death. Who's their heir? Who's the heir to Bactria? Primary heirs, it should say. This man. Okay. Gee, you've done some expanding yourself, even though you are free from Seleucid influence, but you're still allied with them. First engagement with the Bactrians, led by the satrap himself, but it's not going to go well. They're going to take this place, and we got to get them out of there. They're not taking our land, but we will engage them. Our side might win. We have a stronger army. Our army is better quality than theirs. We shall see. Ours very likely our side will win whenever the elephants come. Stay put. You're going to be here on the 16th of December. The battle begins on the 2nd of December. What would be the correct tactic for this? Keep it at bottleneck, because I'm not quite sure what the tactic they're going to be using. Had the same idea. We have the numbers, but can we hold them off? They have heavy cavalry, which will definitely maul our infantry this way. This isn't going to be good for us, but we got them. We had a good roll. Now, we leave them. We have the archer's discipline, remember. We had a good roll on that one. Lucky us. Levy from Media, we can take care of them. Head to them. Now it's strictly home defense. Fortress not be finished till March, so we gotta keep them off of there until it's built. I think they're gonna try to get to Amalia. to there. What little's left their opposition, they can take care of them. Because they're more committed to fighting down there. Our side will very likely win. They have a bad general who's tactically inflexible. We'll take care of them. That got him. Don't get too confident though. We sometimes win these battles because, remember, we're a reformed army, unlike the first few battles that we fought in the first episode, where we have a much higher discipline, morale of armies, and better infantry fighting. Especially heavy infantry. Offense, defense. I mean, we have some, but not too many of that. Guess we can try to at least liberate it back. Because those Bactrians are going far. Oh, they're gonna get gone. But remember, the old satraps are gonna pass soon. Oh yes, I know. You got a much better one. We're gonna be here to liberate. We just looted here. Sorry about this, but it's too valuable for us. Get off your war profiteering habit. Currently use 9 out of 7. That's another thing we have to invest in future. Fortify the province. Increase the infrastructure capacity here. So that would benefit for all of us. Especially the ones that's, you know, closer to the border. Well, we do have a fortress built here. But now you're vulnerable from this side, unless they want to go this way. But do continue to invest in other areas that you have not improved yet. Like say here. Granary there. Granary there. camels beating the elephants. But soon it'll be the archers. Nope, they got him. Took you a while. Can't sabotage her because don't have political influence and would rather do this in peace. Because there's too much things happening. We are losing. There you go, you finally took care of them. And they managed to get themselves out of there. And meanwhile, more in opposition, Andra. Opposition loses. The struggle between the religious echelons of society and the peasants really come into light, as the populace at large feel like the religious ceremonies are inaccessible and distant. On the other hand, our augur and his attendants demand distance needed to do their jobs properly, an argument the peasants have no rights to the inner workings of our religious ceremonies. A procession through the territory will appease both sides. Just small instability increase. The leader of the Pauravas trying to befriend her. This is the primary someone who's more than capable of defending oneself. They got Takshila. Oh, that's not Armenia anymore. That's Greater Armenia. Because I was beginning to wonder what is it like now. Taiwan, another, Hellenic entity, is taking lands. To remember in future. Of what it may or may not look like. Off and on. Let's cut up the Takshila. Let's go get a few of those Yavanas. I say that because experience in wartime. An oligarch will still be running things, so we will not have a stability drop. That's what's. Are you going to engage him? Because I think we may have to turn around. Barbarians. Right here. What the hell? Ah, here we go. You got your province investment. which we need to invest in the fort infrastructure of Kuru. We need to get those guys from Media away. But actually engage the barbarians, because you don't know what's beyond there, of how many there are. You probably don't want to know. Don't risk your lives for it. Well, the Mauryan opposition is no longer occupied, so civil war continues. But at least there'll be no more opposition near Lebanon from now on. Engage them. Bad move, my friend. You know, that's all Bactria when you think about it. Oh boy, what if Bactria were to give so much gain they'd take Prayaga? And then we go to war against them, and then that means you would be dragging the Seleucids over here. You kinda don't want to have that. See, I told you there's a lot more out there. But you're gonna have to make concessions, Maharaj. Ruler's efforts to influence Dakota and Yaudheya are well underway. In a jovial mood, Dakota approached Maharaja Sanabate Chanakya, suggesting a formal declaration of her loyalty and commitment to the Sangha would be fine with us showing our appreciation. We remained unconvinced it is a politically sensible move. Why the hell not? I'll take the stability drop. We can get it back up through other means. We're still going to be ruled by oligarchs in this republic, so we're not going to expect any more stability drop. But I'm happy that we have the influence again. That I'm pleased with. But we can't keep on fighting forever, you know. Especially in fighting costly wars. Now they got a new satrap led by a not so good general. Probably want to engage him over there. Your Parawas get off easy. Look again. We use 9 out of 8. Build an aqueduct. The rebels of Gandhara finally decided to come down. nobody's bothered them. But now, these Bactrians bother me. Let's go get them. The sack of the Samba Temple. A great temple in Molostana dedicated to Samba has been sacked by the forces of the Slugid Empire. Our priest shows this is only bring bad fortune upon their people. We will remember for this crime. Samba is one of the Vedic deities of the economy. Bastards! Bastards! Yeah, we're definitely calling upon this since we've been too, lenient. And now they're in our homeland. Hopefully these guys will get them off unless I have to. Also, one moment. Give me a thought. Yeah. I was just reading things. Move on. Defeated them with ease. Get over here. Term is, let's begin. Mine martial is 9. Yours is 3. Come on, old man. Tactically inflexible. You're a sea dog. Also exploiting slaves, which causes you to get a lot of wealth. But he's an oligarch, and that's what that matters. Which means we have to rely on the governor of Gandhara with the marshal of 8 to settle this. Oh no, never mind. They're going to engage him over there. Just fine. It's just this one fort over in Ara is what's stopping them from connecting back to the rest of them. Because they're winning by a lot now. It's in their favor. All because we were distracted by civil war, they took advantage of us. And they're likely going to take parts of Aracosia as well. Because they really want the Indus Valley to be reclaimed. Because Alexander long ago held these lands for a short period of time. Lada, well, they did win the war, I think. Or didn't. They just went with high peace, because I don't recall seeing them expanding over there. I think they stayed there and said, status quo antebellum. So at least now this civil war gets some more in opposition, led by Vasupala Shunga, is now confined there. So at least the wars become localized, but we're more interested in keeping them away from our borders. They won't touch Parava. They're not involved. They're a tributary. head down here. Never want to challenge the status quo or even do anything remotely considered interesting. Valnada Prativina has been elected Maharaj Senapati by a slim majority of dull buffoons and wine-stained togas. Or whatever the appropriate attire the Indians were in those days. It would be fair to say, perhaps, that Valnada does not hold the confidence of the people in the same manner as the stoic rulers of old. Oh boy. Well, I'll say, execute some of them, they'll come around. When you have higher tyranny, that means more of these oligarchs will be increasing their support. Yes. Who? Damn, none of you people are good. In regards to statesmanship, you're bound to screw something up for us. Couldn't pick a real bad man for the job. Just don't let me lead them into our deaths. I'd rather have Gandhara, governor, to do the fighting for us. But in the meantime, keep doing the same thing over and over. Each time we get a new leader, keep getting more free province investments because I want to invest heavily on fortifications for Kuru. Do it at least 5 times with this investment. Fortify, 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 fortify. Because I would like to get it at least level 3 fortresses on each and every one of them. Or at least so I think. Yaudheya. Increased morale so our troops last longer in a fight. A well-known Buddhist teacher has traveled through our settlement of Soda and Trigata and the area around the province. We see a large group of people who has converted to the man's beliefs, changing their ways to follow the teachings of this Gautama Buddha of theirs. Though we originally were to cause trouble, they seem peaceful and helpful even to those not following their own teachings. So maybe this Buddha is not completely in the wrong after all. Don't need more tyranny than he already has, so if they are peaceful, they're free to believe his lectures. If they want to be Buddhist, they can be Buddhist. It's just the country will remain Vedic. Okay, war's over. They did take what they wanted. Bactria did not make any new gains as far as my knowledge is concerned. Nope, outside of Gandhara. But they did take the objective of what they wanted. Mora still keeps these part of lands. As of Aracosia and Gadrosia, they retain. Again, I guess they only wanted this, but it's just they do not want to go deeper in the country, because they probably have no territorial claims there to speak of. At least that's over. Have infantry disciplined even more for our troops, which they would fight like hell for this. But now let's get back down there, back to the Civil War, and try to finish that up. Because that war exhaustion thing is going to catch us up sooner or later. Every day they say knows no bounds. To say that Koranavana despises Valnanda would be a gross understatement. Korandavana made his intentions clear recently after he was reported asking a series of property questions about Valnanda. Some very shady sorts. The public may very well catch wind of this embarrassing situation. Let's post an extra guard tonight. I made my fortune exporting slaves. I'll be suspicious. So there you go. You got your political influence back. What can I do? You know, honestly, we should have appointed a dictator for Chanakya, but he kinda doesn't need that. I think I'll manage. Don't have the popularity for it, but I think during wartime I will. But in the meantime, you should choose your personal deity. Spend it, why not? Be a patron of Surya, god of the sun, courage, and will. Affects if governor, as in the areas I control that isn't Ganhara. Tax and commerce up. Time to embrace philosophy. 29.6. So, Rotak permanently gets school of philosophy, increasing the local population happiness, research points, and when active, maximum research efficiency increases, and costs less to change diplomatic stance, whatever necessary. Now it's 31.9. The appearance of the notable Sudatta Kosala in Yaudheya has driven the gossip of Rotak for days, as Yaudheyan circles look to the impact of his presence will have on our politics and future. He's democratic. He's Democrat. He is wise, content, and aggressive. He's got the charisma and the zeal. Damn. I wish he was family. Didn't know you're allowed to make him general to someone who's... Oh, by the way, he's not Vedic. He's Ajivika. As a reminder, Ajivika is a shamanic Indian faith that was highly popular before Buddhism and Jainism replaced it. Ajivika followers strongly believe in Nityati, the belief that life is predetermined and fated, which is fatalistic when you think of it in the modern sense. A young wise man. Welcome. If only I could find you somewhere suitable for the office for it. Despite your low statesmanship. Let me see. Since you're good at whatever. You're looking at backstream, dummy. I think we need to replace one of them. As the thing you're good at the most. Well, he's the guy that we're beginning to have issues with. Cannot dismiss his character because he's too slow. Oh, I know how to get rid of him since this man is super corrupt as he's crafty. Tell you what. I could give him free hands and then say, hey, get out of here. Or I could bribe him. Bring him to trial would have a standard chance of success. You know, get that man out of here. Here, we will grant you free hands, and it will evoke your office. And we're going to replace it with this. Oh! Wait, what are your traits? I thought he would have something because I didn't read the moment. Like, maybe he could be a researcher. Yeah, that's an idea. A researcher. Who the hell are you? Yeah, put him there. He'll be good at it one day. Yours is 9. You should be a researcher. Anything to get the progress up faster. Every little bit helps, you know. The family head. Anyways. Took care of that little domestic situation, so now we get back to the war. And hopefully Samatata does not declare war against Moria to try to take advantage of the situation. I think there will be a provincial rebellion in future. Disaster has struck, Maharaj Senapati. The onion harvests are significantly smaller than expected, and the peasants started to grumble and protest. Should we not find a solution, we might have no support from the people, and increase their rebelliousness. We had to secure a supply from abroad. We'll get the money back through. If there's any cities left to loot, then we'll try to get it back. It's all within Anvati. So it's going to remain confined there now. Yeah, they're heading to Eugenie. So there'll be no more cities left to loot, so... Okay then, let's just sweep it up. Sooner the better, because war exhaustion is beginning to catch up on us. Wherever they may be headed. We need to beat them up. Fortunately, all of their generals are bad. Yeah, they're heading up there. They can't go that way. That's neutral ground. He's ailing, stressed. Yeah. Stability up is always good. Okay, we'll engage them out there. They're not gonna last long. We got them all. We defeated their army. Civil war is over. It is done. Do not click that. That means you're declaring war against Moria. We can finally rest. Very well. Levy already raised. Oh, right. Because they were still moving. Stop moving. Soka, you still have your country. Stop moving, goddammit. So I can disband you. Thank you. Okay. Gandhara is allied with Moria. And, with it. That's Morian ally. Yeah. We had a bit of a tumultuous relationship between us, you know. You actually tried improving relations with me, but I still have to insult you every once in a while. Just to teach you something. And they do tend to integrate. Particularly the satrapies of Gajosia and Arcosia. That's something we must know. No, that's opinion towards me. I'm talking about opinion between you and... God, there's gotta be a way to read that, right? Crete already united? Veneto is still around. Not for long, it ain't. Ptolemaic revolt. Saba, the country that I played as in the previous series, is gaining. I think we should just focus on recovery at this point. Do not fight any wars, unless it's a threat to our own borders. States should continue to make investments into these areas. Markets would be good. Base metals. We need a mine. That'd be good for us. One day, one of these cities is going to become a metropolis. But there ain't no way that the provincial food thing is going to handle that capacity. You know, we are living in farmlands, but it even has its limits. Unless you import more. It's only if we only have those two, but there will come a time. Reservoirs. Why didn't you think of that? Another farming settlement built here. How'd you miss that? You want an office? That's what you're mad about? Why the hell no? Free claim. Sarasana. Madra. I believe we already have a claim on Madra, do we not? The Morian province of Sarasana? That is in Avanti. Look again of where that is. We're talking about over there. Okay, a free claim here. That would make our overlord mad a little, because we do have a claim on them. Hey, free claim. Several nights ago, God's sea was discovered helping us to a sizable quantity of gold from national treasury. It's clearly a serious crime. There's something to be said for sweeping affairs like this under the carpet. You bastard. Have him flogged. Near death, and this is what he's gonna get. Oh yeah, failure to note from an earlier battle when we fought against the Bactrians or one of the others over here around this area. Farmlands. And you know, in our nation's heritage, we fight a lot better in farmlands. It's basically a way of saying you're fighting in our turf. Since, you know, the oligarchic republic thing is a rather fancy thing. But it would make sense if we had an aristocracy, because An aristocratic republic gives you 2 military ideas just to reflect on, and you get a co-ruler. I used to do that in my very first playthrough of Imperator Rome as Tarentum with Magna Graecia. We were largely a plutocratic republic until later we became an aristocratic republic. But to do that, you gotta have rights of nobility. And rights of nobility is over here. But not until the civic advances are level 6. And you're quite far from it. But research is going up. Dhanananda, his dreams of high office are very well known in the Sangha of Yaudheya, but recently he's been lobbying more urgently his suitability and deservedness for the role of tribune of the treasury. While ordinarily we would be able to appoint whoever we'd like to the post without causing offensive starting rumors, the enthusiasm of Dhanananda has put us in a rather awkward position regarding the competent official, Gahas Siva, which he's done some things too. Oof. We'll give up content in life, make him less prominent. Give up content in life just basically gives up the scheme, which he already did. I just tell him, don't do that. Although you do have the statesmanship, you are qualified for it. In fact, you wanted to be a what? Karanika, right. Actually, you're way better. Let me see. I gain money. I get, a bit corruption. While the state gets a little bit of money, which honestly the income is good enough. Just give him the damn job. This causes the national tax to go way up. Why didn't you tell me you had that skill? See? How did that guy? Oh no, this is a different. Hold on. Karmika, not Karanika. Oh, sorry for the confusion. Yeah, nobody would notice. National tax up big time. So it's 934 now. We lost the dates. We need those dates. We could get them here locally. We do have contact with the Seleucids now. No, we're not independent. It's just now we're close enough to have contact with these bastards. But these bastards you speak of, well, now you have at least a way to. Oh, I see what's going on. It doesn't have they had a peace with. Because I did not recall seeing Greater Armenia being bigger than it was when I first glanced at them. You think the reason why these Seleucids decided not to get much territory is because they were also dealing with Greater Armenia? Oh, look, there's Lesser Armenia. Which is a satrapy of Greater Armenia. So, how about that? New ideas and perspectives emerging in the academies of Rotak. It is said that the Academies of Rotak are becoming known for the quality of intellectual debates that take place there, with our cultural elites mingling alongside the best and brightest of Yaudheyan scholars in all the land. While we currently enjoy the erudite atmosphere and lively discussions in Rotak free of charge, it's proposed that the state officially subsidize these philosophers and sages, that they have requested an endowment that could fund their activities for the next 10 years. Kinda ironic when you think about it, that this is a militaristic republic, and yet we still got best of the brightest here. Oh! Local tax for 5 years to be reduced, while we spend quite a bit of money, which would put us in debt slightly. Free innovation, which is always good. Oh, your stability is fine. I think this is the new norm. Knowledge is priceless, after all. Let us invest here. Because I kind of want to go down this way for eventually get to... No. If you need cohorts, you need to take all of these. Because there will come a day where we change the law to a military modernization. To do that, you need cohorts. And you need to be a major power. And you need to be regional power, so I don't think it matters, because you're going to be stuck with levies, no matter what. But we do see these, though. Let me see. Power current speed, import, export, integrated culture, anti-piracy, which ain't no pirates around here. Religious laws. These civic advances when you're around for long. Or I could just say screw it, lifetime elections, which there will be a day we find a very skilled ruler who has to have high martial skill to go along with it. And then I'd be willing to go for lifetime elections. Which, of course, only oligarchs like to do that. Extended terms don't really hurt. And when you have lifetime elections, that means you get to have all these perks in the character focus as long as you like. But I don't think you can ever get that, because we usually elect men over 40. Alright, who's the next likely candidate? This man. Oligarch. He may be ailing, but he's a patron of Gangetic, which would indicate... What do you mean indicate? Which means he was the past ruler. Look at your damn history of your country. He used to be one. Good to know who's who in all the countries. Hellenic League? Already? A Hellenic League led by Sparta. How did they pull that off? And they have Thrace as a feudatory. Actually, feudatory of Thrace. Interesting. Well done. Anyways, what to do with this innovation? You know, since you were intensive about fort defense, I think you should go for that. Fort defense. Because I do see our country becoming a bit more defensive intensive. We'll never pick up anything that's naval related. So, I mean, there are others. And there'll be some innovations coming up in a few years. Efficiency. Again, I'm just looking. If you want to become a dictatorship in the far future, you need more territories, and among other things, yeah. Keep looking. Research efficiency. It's good that we have more contacts to who to trade with and all that. I'm gritting my teeth for this. I'm just gonna have to go this way. Army weight modifier lowered is always good. It's just we should dedicate ourselves to fort defense, fort defense, fort defense, and entrenchment for further increased fort defense. So that way, because that's what I envision. Whenever the period of more in decline begins later in this playthrough, these forts here with further increased defense is going to be our lifesavers, as we're still slowly recovering on manpower, because we're going to have more to come in soon. Oh yes, since we're at peace, you should lower the maintenance. A little more monetary income. Forgot about that. Now. And also continue to use the provincial investments to increase the fort infrastructure capacity for all of our cities in the Kuru province. We want them to be at their highest levels. So that way, in an event of a civil war, or in a period of more in decline and new entities try to take over, we could try to break away from it, forge our own path, and we'll just let them slow down, and while we figure out a way how to beat them. Eventually, we will go to war against the Porava and take their territory as well, and make investments there as well. Speaking of which, fortify the province again. Aqueduct is to be built here. What did you do to piss him off? there's your problem. Keep in mind it's winter. A thankless colleague. The tenure of Maharaj Senapati Varanda has been marked by the overarching presence of Chanakya, oh, that guy, the most eminent member of the same oligarch's party that Varanda represents. How are you feeling health-wise? He's good. Says Chanakya cannot bear being obscured, even temporarily, by another member of the oligarchs. He's been approached by the Democrats, seeking to extinguish the flame of his peer as revenge for the perceived slight of one-upsmanship. What do you mean, conviction? He's the party leader. It's not going to change. See? Party leaders and rulers will never change conviction. So I was an interesting tale, Frate. So I'll take the popularity hit, which of course I would say that my tenure as Maharaj Senapati has been unremarkable. Except I saw the end of the Civil War, finally. So he's alright. Now we will go for more fort defense. So that we could show the Indian world that we are very much willing to defend ourselves against any creature in any nation. As much as I would like to get more of that heavy infantry defense, discipline and all that, but we gotta go for state artisans, for more province investments. The supply of military equipment was, in some cases, controlled by the efficient Mauryan bureaucracy from beginning to end. In characteristic style, this highly informed manner of government reduced inefficiencies in the system, allowing for cheaper resupply. So this also reduces the cost of archers and chariots when you create a legion whenever you're independent and strong. All of these will go to fort infrastructures. Next time, go for this. Anything that's archer related. It would help us out. Invest, invest, invest. That's key. Again, I'm just happy that we're back in the boring period where very little happens, make some investments, spend on things to improve our land and nation and all that. Every little bit helps. Though we may have a rebellion in our hands, which I'll take care of that. Okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to invest this 3 more times. And then the last one, make religious endowments. The fatted oligarchs dominate the Yaudheya Senate. So now move to bring a motion will see public lands granted to the most notable members of the nobility, as if the benches do not already creak under the weight of their efforts. Only our Maharaj Senapati has the power to block the bill. Well, of course. Everyone gets one. Just, as I said, do it 3 more times, and then get another city building slot. Sadimate will be taking over. Fault and done. More fort defense. fortified camps. Even more for defense. Yeah, that's what I envision. If they try to fight and then if they try to take over any of our territories here, you're not only going to be fighting in my country, but you'll be fighting in my turf. It's farmlands, and we fight better in farmlands. Akia, you're the man for the job. Have to get entrenchment next. Since we're in a period of peace here, increase the commerce income and get ready for a rebellion soon. Ah, hold on a sec. I still have prowess focus after all this time. Well, it's only going to be a provincial rebellion of a minor kind. And you know that we are heavily investing. Dhanananda might be the next one in future. And he's a rather good one, despite his lack of charisma, perfect health, and a reasonable age. And of course, oligarch. Wait for it. Now, do it again. Some politicians simply can't avoid sorting with the common folk. The ringleader of this rabble, however, one who brings an interesting deal to the table. In return for the support of many of the deplorable populists, he would demand that we close the important import route to our capital, thereby providing local people with greater control over their own affairs. I don't want to make the freedman already mad as already is. It's not an unreasonable request, just a temporary setback. As long as everybody's on board. Since this is an oligarch country. In which one day we may turn this into a aristocratic republic instead of an oligarchic one. Because all it does is gives reduced wages for characters, national citizen happiness up. But in an aristocratic republic, this increases the loyalty of characters and freeman happiness is what it looks like. Now it's more reasonable to me. But of course you can't do that unless you're, what level is that again? Civic level? For rights and nobility. Civic level 6, and we're on civic level 4. So this may take a few more decades before we reform this republic. Oh yeah, food province is very good. Of course. You got 1 year before this part breaks away, then we have to put them down. In the meantime, build a reservoir here. Oh, wait a minute, is there a... Oh, where is it? We already have a mine built here. This one doesn't. Get it. Oh yeah, that's another factor in regards to food. Monsoons. Since you live in a subcontinent now, unlike past playthroughs. Master de Yana. That's an improved version. Not the Rana, but de Yana. That's interesting. Costs more. Or similar. Again, that may come useful one day. If there's ever a reason to do that. Provincial rebellion in Greater Armenia. Seleucid Empire is quiet. Raise the levies. Had a slight increase in the levy size. Now I got 2 elephants instead of 1. Head to there immediately. We're both of similar martial level skill. We'll end this episode by putting down this rebellion. He was a researcher. Not to mention he was one of the good ones, because he once gave us a free innovation. Guess it'll be you. You're young, and we'll get an innovation in a year's time. To go for entrenchment. For even more fort defense. Three months. Stay where you are. We're on our way. Okay. Now, let's make religious endowments. So that way it gives us the ability to build a fortress, so I can read how much of the infrastructure does it take up now. Slowly up. Here comes the rebellion, and we're just arriving at the area. Pachanada is declaring war in defense against us. Rebellions, plural. Okay, we weren't supposed to stand on it off the start. Don't get off your bike. We'll go again. Just a matter that we need to take care of. We have the numbers. Despite the lower morale. But it's practically textbook. Why do I have a feeling that this is going to lead back to Morian hands? Because this is rightfully my territory. I mean, it's rebelling against me, not you. It's against Yaudheya. Okay, let's have a look. 3 points, so we currently use 9 out of 12 forward points, which keep in mind, we do this one at a time before the infrastructure capacity. But I don't think there's any of them that ever says anything about fort infrastructure. Didn't think so. Let's not all go to waste here. We could continue to make investments by building more buildings and more import routes. All that. Exceeding the limit is possible, but it does come at great expense. But keep in mind, each time you build these fortresses, you're lowering your local manpower there. Which one day we're going to have to, you know, build more conscription camps and all that in these few different cities. Especially whenever we expand to there. Whenever it gets too crowded in here. But it helps us indirectly. It's all up to you. Because I believe being next door to Ventura would be... Actually, build them both. Because, you know, river crossings, crossroads, you know. Upping a fort is one thing, but building earthworks is another. Now, as for here, in Rotak, build a conscription camp. Let's deal with this rebellion and then it'll be over. Just gotta continue to make it future investments within each and every single term. Although we would be exceeding that limit a little bit. You get the idea. We just only wanted to get to areas that would slow them down if they were to advance to our capital in Rotak. As I, again, envision what a future conflict would look like. Far-flung lands where the wild Scythians ride, there are rumors of war. A bright star has appeared, promising to die a new home amongst the lands to the south. The messengers from all around bring word of preparations to the steppe. It would be wise to consider the situation. Even a stoic Greek king should fear this threat. An invasion of this promised magnitude has the potential to destabilize the world as we know it. Our eyes shall remain towards the horizon. They become a priest of Elkos. For the next 20 years, you'll have access to The Imperial Challenge, war goal, allowing rapid conquest of countries that are of major power rank or higher. That means you too. This means Yaudheya can either go after any of these. Within the next 20 years. A senior citizen by the name of yeah, we know you. He approached our Maharaj Sampati Bardisman. In a harsh voice, he spoke of a vision of the near future, which he was found by his loved ones having crucified by zealots, which they guarantee offered all his worldly goods to state in return for our protection. Oh! Well, tyranny doesn't hurt nobody. So I'll say, have him crucify by zealots then, because, you know, I'm a cruel man, you know. So we do get all the money. He was the head of the family. And we decide to write that he was officially killed as a result of someone else's lunacy. Ha ha ha! You are a bastard. Surprised that we have camels. Got so many goods ready to export, but nobody wants them unless they have contact with us. Get another market. Need a trade route to Yaudheya. Here we go. Entrenchment. Increased garrison size, growth, and even more fort defense. Again, I cannot negotiate. But the question is, will they give it to me, or is it going to go back to Moria? No, it goes back to Moria. Which is very unfortunate, because that's punishment, you know? Because if you wanted all this, you needed to control all that. So now you lost it. So you do not have Patronada anymore. So we learned our lesson now. You lost one bit of territory that you've neglected, in which you do not have that's not anymore of that province, which we'll get it all one day. It's just it's not our time yet. But Moria's at war and nobody called us to it. So, yeah, I don't think I have much to say now, because in the next episode, there's going to be some changes over the horizon. While over here, as Ashoka is in his prime, in the prime of his life. Although, keep in mind, he's not a Buddhist, he's Vedic. So, obviously, it'll be probably more of the same in the next episode. Just continue to make investments, build a few more things, and then, and who knows, maybe it'll just sit here and be rich until, opportunity comes. And be sure to invest in more import routes, city buildings, and all that, and more. So we'll see you in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.